Melissa, you asked the question, will robots replace us? I'm going to give you a straight up answer. Yes, they are. Robots will replace certain jobs. Dirty, dangerous jobs, but also things like financial analyst, things that can be done easily. But I don't think we should be upset about that. I actually think we should be excited about that. Because what that does is it frees us up to do other things. This whole conversation about universal income, right? We actually could go through an entire new renaissance if we actually could have time to do other things. How many people think they're underworked right now? Anybody? Nobody thinks they're underworked and wants more? Okay, well, bring on the robots, right? We're already having a shortage of talent, and it's really going to impact certain countries where manufacturing is big. Those are kind of the first countries that are probably going to be impacted first. People said the same thing with ATMs came on board. Okay, this is not the first time we've been here. This is the fourth industrial revolution. And machines really focusing more on the computational things. What is statistically or logically the next thing you should do? Any Star Trek fans in the room? Remember Data? Far superior to anybody else on that starship, right? But he often got it wrong because he couldn't predict how people were going to respond. It's illogical that the captain would sacrifice himself for an underling. But that's what happened because we're people. And so when you think about it, what we need to be focusing in and on is our emotional intelligence, our soft skills. If you've got children, this is what they need to be focusing on. This is the one area where we still hold the high ground. Let the machines do the computational stuff, the dirty things, the dangerous things. Let us focus on what do we do with that information. The arts, maybe music. Maybe we can think about how do we evolve ideas and take them to the next level and solve some of the problems. I mean, as far as I know, we haven't solved a lot of the big problems we have in the world yet. We can use all the help that we can get. So I'm all about bringing it on. So how does this change the user experience? I'm going to say right now that the auto industry is kicking our butt in the real estate world. Okay, so I have 5 kids. I don't drive a car like this, but my neighbors do. Okay? So they have fobs in their pockets. They walk up to the car, and the car knows it's them. It automatically unlocks. The mirrors set for me. The steering column, the music, the radio, the temperature. And my phone and everything on it totally syncs and is up and loaded. Right? This is the experience we can have in our cars today. In the workplace, most of us are still crawling under our desk trying to find a power outlet. It's true. A lot of people say this is what we can do today, and it is. We have the ability to have the autonomous workplace, a place that responds to us versus us struggling to respond to it. But I don't think this is what the workplace of the future is really going to look like. Because there is one thing we always get wrong and we always underestimate: our sense of humanity. The fact that we're people, the fact that we're organic, okay? I want you to go back and I want you to think about the fact that, like, look at Star Trek, look at the Jetsons. They actually did a pretty good job of predicting technology. They really did. Where they totally missed the boat is every kind of social aspect. Think about Joan Jetson and the fact that she's still the little housewife, right? With a little maid and a little skirt, in Star Trek, etc. We underestimate ourselves as people. And the fact that most of us really don't want to work in that. In fact, what we see right now as we see this rise of high tech is a rise of high touch. And the more we don't have to be together, the more we want to. The more we don't have to make things, the more we want to. There's this huge maker movement going on. There's this huge organic movement going on. People want real things. We want to be able to touch things. We want to be in nature. And the more we kind of go off balance to one high-tech world, the more we strive for balance and go the other way too. So we see both of them rising together.